Hey guys, it's Gabe Ellington, and we are on the Racing Realtor Takes podcast show, and I've got my good friend Teje Hopson from First American Title. It's an honor to have you because one, you're literally the first person that ever talked to me when I was getting my license, and we went to Starbucks in
Yes, we
Norman.
did. Yes,
We
we
went
did.
to Starbucks, and I don't drink coffee, but I still went, and it's just funny because one the podcast is all about relationships, and we were talking about that before the show started. Is relationships. It's people don't value to me. People don't value what the relationship can be nowadays.
True.
It's building our relationship. We've built an amazing business together from 2017 when I was doing car business and this.
Right. Right. We were getting your sphere of influence moved over from the car business to
To this.
and honestly, you're one of the very few that I've worked with that brought their sphere with them and started working it from day one.
You have to,
do.
but it's just like you. I mean, me and you met, and we've built it together. Like we've
Yes.
built our business together. We know, like, if I need something, I can reach out to you. That's incredibly important to me. As I was telling you earlier, like I've had people reach out to me, and it just I know I'm not going to fit with them, right?
Right.
Because I'm not that person that's just like, oh, let's just talk about business, because I'm not good at it. I'm not that guy.
You're really good at it. It's just that from a relationship
Right.
perspective because without the relationship, I can't know or anticipate what your needs are,
Right.
how your business works, what you expect for your clients. If I don't have a relationship with you, if I don't know how you work, I know that you're up and on the road early in the morning, and if I need to text or call or email, I can.
Oh, absolutely,
And
absolutely.
I know that you don't work 8 to 5 and that you work all spectrums of buyers and sellers.
Yes, I
But
have every spectrum. So I've got. Today. I'm leaving after this. Going and showing someone there. It's like 115,000 house,
there you go.
and then got one that's looking at like 640. It's- you have to work everything, right? You have to fit in. You've got to be able to adapt to everybody. Everyone's different, right? Just like in your
Absolutely.
job is
Absolutely.
marketing and the sales and building the business for yourself and for First American. Everyone's different, but it's still a relationship based.
Oh, you bet it is. You
You
bet it
know,
is. And the relationship you build with the $110,000 buyer today, he may be buying a $400,000 house tomorrow.
yep.
You've built that relationship and you know where he's going and what his needs are.
Oh, absolutely. But I think it's even just I think people don't understand sales tactics. It's not even sales tactics, but if you want to be successful, right? You've got to find out their needs, right?
You bet.
You've got to. There's no app out there that's going to just magically work for you, right? Like you've got to put in the business. You got to put in the time for one, get to know the person.
You bet.
What are they doing? How do they run their business, right? Like me, I'm a relationship person. Hey, what do you need, Gabe? Let's go to Hooters and grab some food. I'm good. Like that's me. I want to sit down and us know each other, not just, hey, here's an order, call me when you're ready. Right?
Right.
I'm not that person.
Right.
I probably won't do business with you if that's all I'm going to get.
Right.
And it's not that I'm asking for anything because I'll pay for lunch. I just want that relationship there. Right.
Right.
Because just like the events that I do, it brings people together, right? It brings my old clients together. It brings the clients that I have working with me, but it brings that relationship in the bond of people mingling together.
You
And
bet.
that's huge, and that's one thing that I respect so much about you is that you take the time to learn your clients. Like you really do. Like I don't have anyone else in this business that has been with me since day one. Not one. Like that's hard to
It's a
say.
it's a people business. It really is a people business, and that's the thing that I like the most. When I was in escrow, I loved the table. That's where the people are.
Right.
And of course, in sales, and in all aspects of our business. It's the people side of the business. But I've gotten to know you. I've gotten to know Rachel.
Oh yes.
I've met Rachel to go get things that we needed to do. I even bought a truck from you.
You did.
I mean, I know this
It's
guy.
one of my favorite trucks. But it really is, and that's kind of what me and Mike have talked about, is just the fact that relationships mean so much to people, and where I've come from and where I've been. But it's like, to me, just seeing where I've started, doing a million in a year to 12 million, I haven't
Crazy.
changed. I literally,
You haven't changed at all. You really haven't. You are very genuine. That, but and with that being said, in business, our wants and our needs and our goals change.
correct.
And I mean, you went from a single agent
Hmm.
to having your own area as a single agent, and then having your own brokerage with not only the agents that you've brought into your business, but the agents that you mentor, teach, and train. That's a big piece of what I've gotten to know about you is that's your passion is helping people.
I love it.
And that's one of the things that I really enjoy doing.
Hmm.
Give me someone that's cranky. They're going to be happy. Let me be a business partner. Let me help you to understand why title does the things they do.
Right, and it's the
And
knowledge.
the knowledge, the years that I have in the industry, and with First American, the strength of the Don Nealons, the Marianne Nelsons, the people that I have, the company that I have standing behind me. If I don't have the answer, I can't make it up. I can always go find. I always have someone back there to
Oh,
to,
absolutely.
to
And
help.
you have great people. I mean, Don.
We do.
Don's awesome. I love Don. So he was on the show, and
Right.
shoot, I even had Carla Lopez here. Like,
Absolutely.
it's amazing to see where we've come from.
Yeah.
Just starting out, I had no idea what I would do, if I would even do this full time, and
Right.
now I'm teaching people, trying to teach people.
It didn't take you long to jump off though and say, "I'm full time."
No.
Once you hit that point, but
Ye-
also the referral base. I
Yes.
think you were referred to me by Paula,
Yep.
and that's how you got to know Dawn
Mhm.
was through me
Yep.
and Carla.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's that referral based business to pass those relationships on to people to strengthen the whole group, the whole industry.
And you have to. And we were kind of talking about that earlier, is, just the relationships or whatever. But it's, who do you work with in those areas, right? Like,
Right.
who do you know? Because you have to make that relationship, and that's just how I am. I'm that type of person. I'm like, hey, I'm doing a party, I'm having an event, or I'm having a class. Like, come teach, whatever. I can't do just straight transactions. I want someone that wants to be a part of this and help teach my agents, teach me. Not, I'm always learning new stuff,
We all are.
and I think that's a big part that a lot of realtors miss, brokers miss, but even just in general in our business, is people mistaken that, right? They forget that you're just human, just like me. It's like, hey, I might make a mistake or something, but if I don't have that relationship where I can call you and say, hey, I screwed up. Can you fix this? Like,
Right.
help me, or what do I need to do? I think that's a big part of it. And I love the fact that we're here. I mean, June is, I'll have my company for 3 years.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's just I cannot believe it's already been 3 years.
Yeah.
But look how far you've come in the very short time. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty short time. But you are relationship driven, and the one thing that I have seen in my years in the industry, if you work this as transactional only, transaction in, transaction out, you're reinventing yourself every single day. But if it's a relationship, you've got those relationships. Hey, I'm looking for this, or hey, I need that, or I've got this buyer for this, or I've got this listing coming up, or hey, do you know somebody that can remodel a bathroom? Hey, those are the things. And it's not always about houses. I said, I've been in the title business. This is my 34th year with First American.
Jeez.
And I can talk all day without talking title.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And you have to have that aspect to you is having the knowledge. But it really is. It comes down to relationships, and that's what I
It
teach
is.
my agents, or what I tell my agents is that I don't buy the leads, because if I stop buying the leads, your business stops. It, I don't.
True.
I do not want to have to ever shut the door and lock it and be like, sorry guys, it's not worth it for me. That's why I think that the relationship side, and for me, I've been very, very blessed. My business has increased every year, and I'm still doing the same thing as I did when I first got in, and it's all driven from relationship. So that was my big thing is I really do appreciate the fact that you have supported me. You still support me. And now we just got to find some new people for you guys.
There you
So
go. And we're on the road to that.
you might have to close some stuff, but
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. I still on occasion, they still on occasion let me go to the table. I'm sure the closers are like, oh gosh, what's she doing in there?
that's okay.
But-
Michaela will help if
but
you have any
yeah.
questions.
There we go. She can help me out. But yeah, it's been fun, and it's still fun. There's always something new to
Mhm.
learn from you, to watch you grow, and I've been blessed to get to know and work with your agents, mentor. I've got a first order for one working right now.
Oh yeah, Kevin.
Kevin's first one we've got. So
Man, I forgot.
It's
I forgot that he
yeah,
got that.
it's been fun. It's been fun watching
My bad, Kevin.
him come along and get his first order. But that's the relationship. You can pass those on instead of just saying, go find a title company and
Right.
do the best you can do. So those relationships are very, very important, and it's always fun to watch somebody and develop them. And
Oh yes,
see
and
where
I
they're gonna
think
go.
Kevin will be good. I do. Once he gets that ball rolling,
Mhm.
I think Kevin will be good.
Oh, he will be.
He'll be very good.
Once you get the feel, it's kind of scary, I think, for an agent at first, and of course, all the horror stories they hear. But once they get one or two under their belt, I think it gets a lot easier.
Oh yeah,
So.
for sure. And it's just learning it. It's learning one the paperwork, but learning hey, how do I do this, or what do I need to do, or So I helped him get that contract going, and he was like, "Man, I appreciate it." And I'm like, "That's what I'm here for."
Well, and
you know?
learning who your partners are.
Oh, absolutely.
Who can I call to say, how do they want to be entitled? Who do I call to say, what's a policy? Who do I call to, who's a home inspector? Who's the lender you use for this type of loan? I mean, it's a village. It is
Oh,
a
yes.
village of people.
Tons of people. I mean, from start to finish, there's a lot of different pieces that you got to do to make it work, to get to the end table. And it's funny to see it, but now watching my agents do it, I'm like, man, I didn't think I'd be sitting here doing this. Really, oh God, 6 years?
6 years ago.
6 years when I went full time. Yeah, because it was 19. So yeah.
And you
So
got
it's
your
been a minute.
broker's license
In 21.
21.
Yeah, got my broker's license in 21 and had the office with Paula.
Right,
So I had the office with Paula and then opened my own.
right.
So yeah.
Fun.
And then, like I say, now this will be my company for three years in June. So, which I'll do the anniversary party again. I don't know where I'm going to do it this year. I don't know if I'll go back to Parlor.
And that's always fun because I've been to all of them.
Yes.
And it's fun to see the people that you see every year that they've been here all this time. They're still coming back. And I will tell you, not everybody has that.
No.
Not everybody has that.
Not everybody has it, and I see it a lot. I see that a lot because people do nowadays. People in our business, leads are huge, right? Leads.
True.
People pay thousands of dollars for these leads, and that's how they build their business. That's how they have their business continue. And I just can't do it. One, I'm not calling you. Like, I'm just not. Like,
I
no.
gotta know you first.
Yeah. I got to know you. Yeah, no. Like, I couldn't do it in the car business. Like, I can remember my managers be like, "Hey, hey, there's a lead. Why don't you call it? Like, I think there's a special at Whataburger, and I'm going to go get something to eat, and I'll be back.
Save that number.
Save that, and I'll be back. Right? Like I couldn't. I was never that guy. I just could not pick up the phone and be like, hey, I see you're wanting to buy a house or a car. It just doesn't work for me,
Right.
you know. But someone that needs the help, and I think that's the thing that's very different about me is I just want to help people. Like I don't care what it is. I don't care what size of house it is, the price. Doesn't matter to me. I just want to help them.
Right.
You know, and I think that that's a big, big difference between myself and other agents, brokers, whatever. Is it truly is about the people. It has nothing to do with the amount or how many, anything like that. It's the relationship that I've created. But I try and do that even in business, just like
Right.
with you guys. You know, and that's why I say it's like now. We were talking about who's in what office. I don't know most of them. Like
Right.
I don't, and I need to go see who they are, whatever. You know, but that's why I do these events. Is
Right.
I want you guys to come out. I want everybody to come out and just have fun.
Right.
So
Right. Well, and I think one of the things that you hit on too is you're not the guy that's going to pick up the phone and call people.
nope.
That's not you. You have to find out what fits you, what fits your personality, what fits
Yes.
you. And I know when every now and then we'll do script practice in
Right.
a sales meeting or
Oh,
something, and I always laugh and go, Dawn, if I go to my customers and I say this, they're going to go, "Where's Tia? Who took her?"
They paid you to do
Yeah,
that, didn't
it's
they?
like you've got to take it and make it your own. You've got to believe in it, and in my opinion, you've got to have a passion for it.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I work for a big company. I make a salary, but I still have a passion for what I do.
right.
And I think if you have that, you're going to be successful.
Mhm.
You know,
Absolutely.
but if you're trying to be something that you know, if you're one person during the day and you become someone else at 5 o'clock, it's probably not going to work for you very
Yeah, it's not
well.
gonna work for me. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my wife would not know what to do. She'd be like, "What?
Where's Gabe?
Bring my husband back."
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so no, it's been a fun journey. I truly do love it. I love the fact that where we've come from. You know, and everyone that I ever talked to, I'm like, literally, T is the first person that even remotely thought that I would do anything in this business, and it's just crazy to see how far we've come and how far, like even with you just helping me do things, it's amazing. It's a blessing. Um,
It's a friendship.
it is.
It's a friendship. And I think I told you the very first day that we met because I was asking about how you worked in the car business and how you worked your sphere and how much of that information did you still have? How many of those people were you in touch with? And I'm like, you'll make it. You're going to be just fine because you do know who those people are. You
Oh, yeah.
you have stayed in contact. Whereas people are like, oh gosh, I wish I'd have gotten that information. But you actually knew them. It wasn't like you had to glean the information. You
No.
knew the people.
No, and I think that's a big part. Is I mean, if anyone that follows me on Facebook, I'm just me. Like you're just gonna get me, and that's.
Well, I think you've sold several houses to people that you sold cars to.
Yes, I have. I have sold many. Like when I say many, you're. I would put that close to probably. Oh God. I'd say probably 100 or more. Like
Yeah.
just over the years, and I've only had my license since 17. But I've had a lot of my car business come from that
Right.
and come over, but I treated people the same as I do now, as trying to help them,
Right.
so I think that that's a big part of it. So yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I was going to ask you something. Now I don't remember what I was going to ask.
I don't know. What were you going to ask?
So, I know it's got to be coming close. Mm-hmm.
Have no clue. I have no clue.
And
What-
there's nobody that's going to be able to replace you.
Oh,
Like
there's always
not.
there's always gonna be someone.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not happening. Because I remember when I moved to this side of the road, of the highway, like I called you and was like, "Hey, I know that I'm not in your area anymore, but you've got to get that switched."
and we did.
And we did.
We did.
We got that
We
switched.
did. It works.
You know, so
It works. You will always
yeah,
as
no.
long as I'm here, you will be mine.
Rachel she's like, "What are you gonna do when Tia leaves?" I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "But Dawn's probably gonna get a lot of phone calls." What are you doing?
Well, at this point in time, I still enjoy getting up, going to work every day. I still like what I do. I've been very, very blessed to be
Oh, yes.
healthy, and as long as I'm happy, and as long as Dawn will have me, I'm here. So
Good, because you have big shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill.
But the one thing that I do get to do that I really enjoy too is I get to mentor and train and support a lot of our other reps as well
Right.
as the escrow officers, which those ladies work so hard. But I get to do that, and that's a lot of the fun, and I do get to pass on, and I learn from them every day because obviously the younger generation of people they came into the business a little bit differently than I did because I came through escrow.
Right.
So, but I learn from them every day. But I really enjoy getting to mentor, teach, and train with them. And Don is such a busy guy. I don't know how he does what he does. So a lot of times I'll get the text or the call from the reps, and I get to work with them a lot, and that's real rewarding to me too. So I'm here.
But you literally help all of the offices. Like you
Oh.
have your area, but you pretty much help everybody.
My motto is I sell the brand.
Right.
I believe in this brand so much, and you'll look around in this business. There's a lot of people that have worked for many title companies.
Mhm.
I've worked for one. I've worked for First American. Are there days that I come home and go, Absolutely.
We all have those. We all have
Absolutely
those. I
there.
promise you. I'm like, I'm done today.
Yeah, I'm over. I'm out. I could retire right now.
my wife's like, go away.
Go to work. But I've always said I sell the brand because I believe in the brand, and we've got a huge brand. We've got it nationwide. I just believe in the brand, and I believe in my leadership to put the right people in the right places, because in the sales world, if you don't give me something to sell, I'm out of the job.
Oh yes.
And they always give me something to sell, and basically what we're selling is not just title work. We're selling the service and the people, and
you said it.
our
You said
ability
it was service.
to take care of your people and to make you look good at the table, because you're building a referral-based business. We want those people to come to the table, have the best experience ever, and go, man, Gabe, I've got somebody who wants to buy a house. I'm going to send you their name. You know, I want people to walk in that door and say, Gabe Ellingson brought me here, not, well, I was here before, and I think my realtor sign was green, but I don't remember their name. They don't need to know who I am. They need to know who you are.
Right.
And we need to put on the very best for you and your client, so that when they walk out of our door the last day at closing, they're like, that's my realtor. I'm going to send them referral business.
But it takes everybody. It takes
It
me.
does.
It takes you. It takes Dawn. It takes Michaela. It takes all of us to get to the end.
It
Like,
does.
the inspectors, the lenders, every single person that touches those files. You've got to create that bond with those people. Don't treat it just like a transaction.
You do.
Because it's not. It's really not.
I work with a couple of lenders that I've known over the years, but since I've known you and gotten to know you well, I've gotten to know them and do business with them. Really didn't know them other than in passing and the names.
Yep.
So you pass those relationships on.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's huge for me, is that I have those type of relationships that I can introduce you to other people. Hey, what do you need? Let's go talk to them, you know.
Wade Sweatgoff. I had seen him from here to that wall a time or two until I met him here
Yep.
teaching. I actually did a class with him today in one of my offices. Have gotten to know him really well and super impressed with the kid. I mean, he's brilliant.
He's just like he's like a ball of genius. Like
Mm-hmm.
he just like you ask him and he's like, I'm like, yeah, I'm not keeping that information. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, yeah. So, but it does. It takes a village. It takes every single one of us. And another thing that I think has really helped me along the way is I don't work 8 to 5.
No, no.
You can text, call, or email anytime, 7 days a week.
I don't understand how some people do that. Like I see it even on the realtor side. Like they'll put it in the comments, like, "Hey, don't contact after this certain time." And I'm like, "Do what?" Like, you, no. Like I can't put that limitation on my clients. And most of my clients know me. Like they'll send me a text. It could be 1 a.m. and I get text messages from people, but they know that I'm going to respond whenever if I'm awake, I'll respond right then. If not, I'll respond as soon as I get up.
Right.
So I think that that's a big part of it. But there's very few people like us that are doing that now. There's less and less people that take the time to do it after quote unquote normal hours, working hours of the 8 to 5 or 9 to 6 or whatever. But when we have those issues, it's not usually 8 to 5 or 9 to 6. It's 6 to 10 o'clock at night
Right.
when something comes up and you're like,
Well, or your clients when they get off
Right.
work and they have a question
They have
and
a
they need to
question.
talk to you. They don't want to wait another
No.
day or a day and a half. Or if they have a question on Friday night or Saturday morning, waiting till Monday seems like an eternity. It's not,
it's not, but
but it
it's
feels like
on
an
their mind.
eternity. And
Mhm.
if you can take that stress out
Yep.
of that transaction by putting them at ease,
Do
we've
it.
done our job.
Yep.
We've
Just
done
do
our
it.
job.
Like take a moment just to answer a question. Just help. Just help with the process, and you'll be so much better. The communication has to be there. It really, really does.
Exactly.
So yeah. So.
I have a question for you.
Oh God.
How many pair of tennis shoes do you have?
I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you. Like
I need a number. I need a number.
I know that my wife, no, not my wife, my daughter Emma was in our closet and she was counting the shoes. And I got a text message that said that I had double of some of the shoes, and that's usually my originals. My originals are the ones that I have doubles of. And she's like, "Why do you have like doubles of your shoes?" And I was like, "Because when they wear out, I have a new pair already." She was like, "I don't think that's acceptable." I was like, "Stay out of my closet." But I do. I'm gonna say I probably have, oh God, 100 plus
Oh, I
ish
see.
shoes.
Yeah, I bet.
Like I have some that are still in the box that I've never even taken out, or I forget. My problem is that I go in and I want to wear a new pair of shoes, but they're stacked. Like they're stacked on like the third shelf
can't
or whatever.
reach 'em?
I can't reach it.
Welcome to my world. That's just my daily world.
Well, that's Rachel's problem too. She
I
can't,
can't reach it.
Yeah, but so my issue is that I don't have them labeled, so I don't know what's in the box. So I'm like,
Okay.
I don't even. I'm good. So David Dustman, he actually takes a picture of what shoe is in the box and he puts it on the outside of the box. I'm not that organized, so that's never going to happen. So I'm just going to wonder what's in the
That's
shoebox.
funny.
Yes.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not that organized.
Yeah, it's not. That is not happening
Mm-mm.
in my shoebox. It's no.
You'll just wait and you'll just have more new shoes up there.
I just, I take them down every once in a while and I search for the one that I'm looking for. Sometimes I find it, sometimes I don't.
That's great. I love it. I just
So
love
I
it.
do. I just, I stare at the wall because I have like some that are in cases that you can open the
Oh.
door and then you can see it, so I know what's in there. But yeah, but half the time I don't want to wear those, so I want to wear something else. But then I get frustrated and then I just put on my regular ones.
There you go. That's great. That is so great. It's like every closing you buy a pair of shoes.
I try. It's one of my things. Like if I close on a house, then I buy a pair of shoes. I try to buy a pair of shoes.
Jim used to do that when we built houses. Every time he'd sell a house, he bought a pair of cowboy boots.
Yep. Yep. So, but my problem is I go to the store and I get frustrated because I already have everything they have. So I get online and I start searching for stuff. So yeah, I have like every shoe app you can think of.
Oh, well, I'm sure you do.
Yeah, and it tells me, like, if there's new stuff, it tells me, hey, this is coming out. And I'm like, I need that. So and then that's how,
funny.
and I forget about it. So that's when the shoe fairy shows up at the house. And I'm like,
Fairy.
hey, I got a new pair of shoes today.
I'm pretty sure that driver goes, I go to this house all the time.
A lot.
And my goodness, he has everything Adidas makes.
Oh, yeah. And so the wife's like, hey, you got a new pair of shoes? I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, open it. Let me see what it is. Because I don't remember what I ordered.
Of course you don't.
Yeah, it's
That's
part
funny.
of it.
I love it. I love it. Everybody has a passion for something.
It is. Mine are shoes.
There you go.
Mine are definitely shoes. But here lately I haven't bought a whole lot. I think I've bought like 2, maybe. I haven't bought very many.
You were slacking.
I know, but they haven't come out with a whole lot of stuff that I like.
Okay.
So yeah. So how can they reach you? How can someone reach you if they need anything from First American Title or from Tia?
Well, you can call any one of the First American offices and they can transfer a call to me. You can reach me by text or call at 405-919-9946. I've had that number for, 100 years. That is a First American company phone, and it is answered 24/7, 365. And I think you will attest to the fact I do pick up the phone.
Yes.
If I don't, I will text or email. Email always works. I obviously get my emails over my phone because I'm not at a desk a whole lot. I do answer those, but not as quickly as text or phone call.
Yeah, that's easiest is text. Just send me a text, and I'll read it. And if I'm busy, I'll get back to you. So,
and it can be something as simple as a question or an order, or maybe you're sitting with a customer and they have some question that you're like, I kind of know, but I really would rather have someone else tell. Give me a call. I will always sit down and meet with an agent and a client. To set their mind at ease, or just, I have one agent, a gentleman in Shawnee, and he is so funny. He will call and they go, hey, I need you to help me to look really good to this customer. They're asking me about this or this. And so we'll go through and give him a script of what to say, and then he'll go and tell his customer, and he'll call me and go, man, I sounded good. I sounded really good.
Nope. I'm just going to be like, hey, will you call my client?
And I have done that, or I've had people have their clients call me, and that works too. So it's not just transactional, like I said. It's not just a order in and an order out. It's what can we do to be a business partner with you to help you and your client. If you're busy and you're happy, I'm busy and I'm happy.
Yep.
So to me, that's the way it works.
Oh, absolutely. So, well, thank you for coming on the show. I much appreciate it. I much appreciate you.
Me.
For everything that you do for me. It's amazing. I love it. I love the fact that you're still hanging out with me. I'm still doing this. So.
I am. I'll be here till the end.
Oh, yes. Oh, God. It's, I always find something more to do.
Well, I appreciate you, and I appreciate your friendship.
So,
it means
absolutely.
a lot.
Absolutely. I love you, and it's been so fun. And even outside of business, you check on my wife, and, that means a lot to me because not everyone knows. Not everyone knows what's going on with my wife.
She's a sweetheart.
So yeah. So, well, I appreciate you, and we will wrap this up. So, thank you.